Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Doctor's World. In this video we will discuss cephalosporins. Cephalosporins are derivatives of 7-amino cephalosporinic acid, and these drugs contain the beta-lactam ring structure. Many members of this group are in clinical use nowadays, and they vary in their antibacterial activity. They have four generations and are designated as first, second, third and fourth generation drugs according to the order of their introduction into clinical use. Pharmacokinetics of cephalosporins. Several cephalosporins are available for oral administration, while some are administered parenterally. Cephalosporins have different metabolisms. They undergo hepatic metabolism mostly. But there are some drugs that are excreted mainly in the bile, and these are not excreted through renal excretion. These are cefoperazone and ceftriaxone. Cefoperazone and ceftriaxone are excreted mainly through bile, so these can be given in the patients of renal failure. Cefoperazone and ceftriaxone. Most of the first and second generation cephalosporins do not enter the cerebrospinal fluid. Even the meninges are inflamed. So these drugs are not administered when there is infection above the level of the meninges or in the brain. Mechanism of action and resistance. Cephalosporins bind with the penicillin binding proteins. These are known as penicillin binding proteins that are present on the bacterial cell membranes. These inhibit the cell wall synthesis by mechanisms similar to penicillins. What are those mechanisms? These drugs, when bind to the penicillin binding proteins, then they inhibit the synthesis of cell wall and activate the autolytic enzymes that cause degradation of the cell or bacterial cell. Cephalosporins have structural differences from the penicillins that render the cephalosporins less susceptible to the penicillinases that are produced from the staphylococci, but now many bacteria are resistant through the production of other beta-lactamases that can inactivate the cephalosporins. Resistance can also result from decreases in the membrane permeability to cephalosporins and alteration of the targets, that is, alteration in the penicillin binding proteins. Methicillin resistant staphylococci are also resistant to cephalosporins. So these are the ways of resistance against the cephalosporin. Now first we will discuss the first generation drugs or first generation cephalosporins. Examples of first generation cephalosporins are cefazolin, that is given parenterally, and cefalexin, that is given orally. These first generation cephalosporins are active against gram positive subgroups, that is gram positive cocci, including staphylococci and streptococci. Most strains of Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumonia, this is Klebsiella pneumonia, are also sensitive to these first generation cephalosporins. These drugs are used for the treatment of infections caused by these organisms and for surgical prophylaxis, that is, after surgery we give cefazolin, a first generation cephalosporin, after surgery for surgical prophylaxis of infections against these gram positive organisms. These drugs are not active against gram-negative cocci, enterococci, methicillin-resistant staphylococci, and most gram-negative rods. So for these organisms, we use the next generation sphelosporins. Second generation sphelosporins. Second generation sphelosporins are slightly less active against the gram-positive cocci than the first generation drugs, but these have an extended gram-negative coverage. These drugs are active against gram-negative organisms. There are marked differences in activity among the drugs in this subgroup. The examples of clinical uses include the infections caused by the anaerobes, that is Bacteroides fragilis. We use cefotetan and cefoxitin, and for sinus, ear, and respiratory infections, we use cefamendol and ceforexime. These infections are caused by human influenza, Haemophilus influenza, and Moraxella catarrhalis. We can also use cefaclor for this purpose. Third generation sphelosporins are one of the most important class of sphelosporins. Examples of these sphelosporins are ceftazidime, cefoperazone, cefotaxime, and these include increased activity against gram-negative organisms, resistant to the other beta-lactam drugs, and ability to penetrate the blood-brain barrier except cefoperazone and cefoxime. These are orally given drugs, and these do not penetrate the blood-brain barrier. Most are active against many of the bacteria that are beta-lactamase producing bacteria, such as against the Haemophilus influenza, Neisseria, gram-positive cocci, Escherichia coli, Moraxella catarrhalis, Klebsiella pneumonia, Proteus mirabilis, and so on. But these drugs are not active against Enterobacter strains that produce extended spectrum beta lactamases. Ceftriaxone and cefotaxime are currently the most active sphelosporins against penicillin resistant pneumococci, PRSP, but resistance is also reported in their case. Individual drugs also have activity against pseudomonas infections such as cefoperazone and ceftazidime. If this infection occurs above the level of the meninges, then we use ceftazidime because cefoperazone cannot cross the blood-brain barrier. For Bacteroides fragilis, we use cefotaxime, as well as we can use moxalactam. But it should be remembered that drugs in this subclass should usually be reserved for the treatment of serious infections. Ceftriaxone, parenteral, and cefoxime oral are used to treat the gonorrhea. These are now drugs of choice to treat gonorrhea. Likewise, in acute otitis media, a single injection of ceftriaxone is usually as effective as a 10-day course of treatment with amoxicillin. Now we come on the fourth generation sphelosporins. Example of fourth generation sphelosporin is cefepime, that is more resistant to beta lactamases produced by gram-negative organisms, including Enterobacter. As we know that third generation sphelosporins were not active against this Enterobacter. Haemophilus influenza, Neisseria, and some penicillin-resistant pneumococci are susceptible to this cefepime. Cefepime combines the gram-positive activity of first-generation agents with the wider gram-negative spectrum of third-generation sphelosporins. Ceftaroline is active against methicillin-resistant Staphylococcus aureus. It is a newly introduced agent with activity against resistant staphylococci. These drugs also are active against the Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Toxicity includes the allergic reactions, but these allergic reactions are less frequent with sphelosporins than with the penicillins, and there is complete cross hypersensitivity reactions among the sphelosporins. Other adverse effects include thrombophlebitis after intravenous or intramuscular injection, nephrotoxicity, and the drugs that contain the methyl thiotetrazole ring such as methylphenidol, etc., and cefotetan. These drugs may lead to disulfiram like reactions.